Okay, the other thing that you have to do is you have to find a product that has these 5 key ingredients. If you find a product that has these 5 key ingredients, you got to get in and market it as hard as you possibly can. The first key ingredient is you have to find a product that everybody wants. You have to find a product that everybody needs. You have to find a product that's priced for profit. It needs to be priced to be sold, and most importantly, it needs to be replaced over and over and over again. Now, I don't know if you know this, but J. Paul Getty marketed gasoline. He looked at Ray Kroc and seen what he did with McDonald's franchises, and he was the first to do gasoline franchises. Now, how many people, if you find a product that has these 5 key things, please get in, don't think about it, just go to work. Now, you're going to see our product will fit into all 5 of those. But before I get there, I'm going to go into Marketing 101. Now, I know that some people that are watching this have marketing degrees, but trust me, I didn't. I was an auto mechanic from North Dakota, so that's what I did. I watched this and it made sense. But bottom line, you have a manufacturer. And the manufacturer can make, clothes, electronics, they can make cars, they can make all kinds of things. And I didn't realize, but it makes sense, that 40 cents on every dollar, or 40% spent on research and development, manufacturing, advertising, all of this stuff. Now, after that, it goes to a national distributor, a regional distributor, a local distributor, then a retailer, and finally to the customer. And so understand this is middleman profit. How many people have heard of the middleman? And 60 cents on every dollar we have goes into middleman profit. Now, here's what's so hilarious about middlemen. This works for legal products, and this also works for illegal products. See, I have a lot of friends that are still trying to find the manufacturer. You know what I mean? And some of you will get that and some of you don't. That's okay. But bottom line, I was showing this, and guess what? What would happen if you cut out just a couple of middlemen? How many people have heard of Walmart? Sam Walton. Do you know this? If you look up in Forbes magazine, Sam Walton, if he wouldn't have died, Bill Gates would have never became the wealthiest person in the world. You can go on Forbes right now and look at the 20 wealthiest people, and if you look at all his children, add up all their wealth, they're worth more than Bill Gates. Is that amazing? And Sam Walton came up with a great idea. What he did is he went directly to the regional distributor and said, listen, I want to buy directly from you. And they said, no, you can't do that. And he goes, why not? And he said, because we sell it to the local distributor, you have to buy from them. And he said, well, I only wanted to buy 1 million of them. And the person says, you're my new friend. And all Sam Walton did is built warehouses all over the United States, now all over the world. He got his own trucks, he bought in quantity, and he just distributed it to himself, cutting out the middlemen. And now his slogan is what? Always low prices, always. To show you how powerful this is, ladies and gentlemen, in 2008, when the stock was the worst it's ever been, do you realize 2 companies still made money in 2008 if you bought their stock? Walmart and McDonald's. Because we all know McDonald's makes the best hamburger in the world. Or maybe it's marketing. Which one would you pick? Marketing. Okay, if you cut out one more middleman, you have Costco. Now, how many people have shopped at Costco? How many people know that you need a membership card? $50 for a membership card allows you to buy at wholesale. Then you could sell it if you wanted to at retail. Now, how many people in this room have ever seen someone pushing a cart that had so much peanuts on it, it's unbelievable? Or Snickers. See, it was because of Costco, ladies and gentlemen, that they had to put on the package, not sold individually. Now, guess what? If you were at a fair, or if you were at a carnival or something, and you went to get a bag of potato chips, and when you bought them, it said not sold individual, how many people would go, you can't do this? See, you wouldn't do it. You would just buy them because you're hungry. And so guess what? They had to do that because of the Costco model. Now listen to this point because it's very important. Traditional business is failing. How many people know I'm telling the truth? Watch CNN, constant negative news for an hour. And you're going to see that traditional business is not working anymore. When you tune in on a Sunday night and people are packing their boxes at Lehman Brothers, I mean Citicorp, all these companies, I'm telling you what, it's bad. And you know how bad it is when you hear that Federal Express is laying off employees. So that means that everything now is slowing down. How many people think it's going to slow down for a long time? It's not going to happen to you, though. Or how many people think you should have a plan B? Now listen, why I brought that point up is Costco doesn't do any advertising. So how can they be so big if Costco doesn't do any advertising? Word of mouth. Some people in this room, when you got a Costco card, there was two things that happened. One is someone invited you to go check out Costco, and you couldn't buy things unless you used their card. So then you called them up again and said, listen, what are you doing Saturday? Get your own card. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. So that's why marketing works. So what we did is I was taught, again, 24 years ago by a billionaire, what if we could cut out all the middlemen, every one of them, and go directly to a manufacturer that's got perfect timing, because timing is more important than skill and talent. And if you find a manufacturer that's got a first-to-a-market product, everybody wants it, everybody needs it. Some people are addicted to it. There's a habit. You know what I mean? If you can get involved with a company that catches that kind of timing, you're done. And all we do is teach people to go directly to the manufacturer, taking it directly to the consumer, and we put that money in our pockets. How many people like our pockets instead of their pockets? And that's all I was showing how to do 24 years ago. Now you got to find a company that's got good timing, because what if I said to you right now, the product that we're marketing is cassette tapes? How many people are going, I'm not in? But how many people in this room, and be honest and watching this tape, how many people know that there's some very skeptical, critical people? Now, we know who won the Super Bowl. We're about ready to find out who's going to win the NBA World Championship in basketball. We know who wins the Academy Awards and Grammys. But who in this room, and I'm going to see if there's any smart people that are watching this that get this, who was the person last year that won the Critic of the Year? They don't give out that award, so do me a huge favor, stop trying to win it. Why is it the most unhappy people in the world are the most skeptical people? Well, I'm skeptical. I'm a little critical. See, what we're doing here is not on trial. We're doing $70 million a month. Don't be one of those people who go, I don't think this will work. Too late! You're too late! I mean, just people crack me up. But bottom line with marketing, you got to understand that when you catch a company with the right time at the right place, are people that are watching this and watching me right now, are there still going to be people that turn it down? And you know why they'll turn it down? Timing for them. So this is perfect timing for some people, but some people it's not perfect timing. But you still know that people that are watching this that are critical and cynical. Think about this. What if you were the same age you are now, same room, same time, but we could move this all 6 years ago? And I stood up here and I said, the company that I'm marketing is a company called Apple. And I know some of you are using their computers, but they were coming out with a new thing called an iPod. And people are going to get off CDs, and they're going to start putting on this little hard drive and carrying it with you. Do you know there's people in this room that go, it ain't going to work? You know who you are. You know who you are, because you're the same people that tell all your family and friends you'll never get a cell phone. Oh, I'm never going to get a cell phone. And then you see them, they got one. You go, what's that? Oh, it's for emergency purposes. Don't they? And the emergency starts from the second they leave their home to the second they get home. My father-in-law is one of these people, and I love him. He told me the day you get so lazy that you can't get off your butt to change the TV channels is going to be a sad day. How many people here, if you lose your remote, you're in trouble? Like, you know, you're trying to look for the deal. And so it's amazing. Trends happen with or without you. A couple extra quick points is how many people know that when trends happen, you can't stop them?